Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Alex Brasky alongside Nate Ryder, and we have the Game of the Year, Nate, on tap for you tonight on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Tonight's game features the Leroy Owakin Knights taking on the Livonia Bulldogs at Hartwood Park in Leroy. Both teams come into this one unbeaten at 5-0, looking to secure the top seed in the Section 5 Class C postseason. First and foremost, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, Casella Waste. Casella, your number one provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Also, the Livingston County Supervisors. We are proud supporters of our local student athletes. Visit our website or Facebook page for upcoming information for our Livingston County area businesses, residents, and visitors. Livingston County, celebrating 200 years. To learn more about the history, visit www.livingstoncounty.us. Also, Lathan Tree Service in Leroy since 1971. Lathan's mission has never changed, and that is to provide top quality, value-based tree care for their customers. Find out why thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278 or find them on the web at www.lathantree.com. Also, Georgian Sweet Sales and Service is a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion, New York. Established in 1983, Georgian Sweet has been providing exceptional sales, rentals, parts, and service in the Western New York area for over 35 years. Call or visit Georgian Sweet at 7155 Big Tree Road in Pavilion, 585-584-3425, or log on to georgiansweet.com. Also, bluedumpster.com. Spring cleaning, remodeling, need a roll-off? Contact bluedumpster.com. Their roll-off dumpster business is family-owned, and they stand behind their service. Visit Blue Dumpster on their Facebook page or website, bluedumpster.com, or call 585-768-7806. With next-day service, convenient credit card billing, and upfront pricing, Blue Dumpster believes you'll be more than satisfied with what they offer. Visit bluedumpster.com today. Leroy Federal Credit Union, LFCU, has been serving our members for 60 years, bringing them a hometown feel with welcoming customer service and a feeling like they have control over their finances. Located on West Main Road in Leroy, 585-768-7207, or reach us online at leroyfcu.org. Leroy Federal Credit Union, owned by you, working for you. Also, R.A. Heights Company Incorporated, owned by Richard Wendt. R.A. Heights is a family business established in 1945. At R.A. Heights, they specialize in residential and commercial roofing, metal roofing, gutters, siding, windows, copperwork, and sheet metal fabrication. Also, Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Call 345-1000 to let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. Also, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop in Leroy, open for lunch and dinner. Sweet Betty serves over 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, wine slushies, and homemade desserts. Italian Thursdays feature pasta specials, and every Saturday is steak night. Open every day except Tuesdays. Sweet Betty's is ready to serve you at 15 Main Street in Leroy. Call 585-502-6084 or log on to sweetbettys15main.com. Also, Empire Tractor in Batavia, your local New Holland dealer selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper's zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website at empiretractor.com or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. Also, O'Brien Septic, offering portable toilets and restroom trailer rentals, as well as septic pumping inspections, repairs, and installations. Whether you're in Rochester, Hilton, Macedon, Canandaigua, Warsaw, Geneseo, Corning, and anywhere in between, we can provide fast, efficient, superior delivery and service. Call today, 585-766-1221. Also, Bubba's Landscape in Leroy. Call now for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. You will spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. Call now for an estimate, 585-768-6578. Also, TF Brown's Restaurant in Batavia, 214 East Main Street is the same location that housed the Mancuso family's first venture into the food business in 1930 and has been the home of TF Brown's for over 25 years. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place to relax or a place to hold any type of party or get-together, TF Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, our live stream schedule continues tomorrow night with a fight atop the Class D standings between Avon and Oakfield, Alabama Alba. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. right here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. All right, Nate, we're getting set for kickoff here between Leroy and Livonia. It's a fairly calm but cool night here at Hartwood Park in Leroy. The first game on the home grass for the Knights this season, so a lot of pomp and circumstance surrounding this game at what they like to call historic Hartwood Park. Before we get going, we'd also like to thank the Leroy IT department along with school administration for getting us set up here atop the stands. Yes, we are amongst the people out here, Nate, at Hartwood Park. Once again, my name's Alex Brasky alongside Nate Ryder, excited to take you through another exciting edition of live high school sports on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Nate, expecting good one here tonight, to say the least. Both of these teams coming unbeaten, 5-0, looking to secure the top seed in Class C. What do you expect from tonight's matchup between two of Section 5's best teams?
Well, you look at both these teams, they both actually started kind of similar. You know, they won their first few games, but they weren't overly impressive. You know, Leroy's defense been impressive with a couple of shutouts early on, but didn't blow out Attica or Dansville, and kind of the same with Livonia. They struggled a little bit with Penn Yan and was only up 2 at halftime against Dansville, but the last 3 weeks, these two teams have been impressive. They've shown they're the two best teams in Class C.
I'd like to introduce,
and they're going to do it a little differently. You know, Livonia's going to be all about Alex Minahan and what he can do. Where Leroy, you know, is a little more balanced, and obviously with a quarterback
Number 2, Alex
who's basically played 4 games as a varsity quarterback. He's never played quarterback before,
Kyle
so
Robinson.
you know, expect 2 good defenses, 2 exceptional defenses. And 2 offenses, if they get rolling, they can get it done.
Leroy, before this game started the season, 19-0 win over Dansville, followed that up with a 20-0 win over Attica and a 55-0 shutout win over Wellsville in Week 4. They defeated East Rochester Gananda 40-14, and then last week 35-7 over Letchworth Warsaw. They've outscored their opponents half the Knights, 169-21. That's the second fewest points allowed in Section 5 behind HFL, which has allowed 9 points this season. On Livonia's side, they began the season with a 36-18 win over Penn Yan Dundee. Followed that up with a 47-6 win over Hornell, then a 32-6 win over Dansville, 36-14 over Attica, and 56-6 over Wellsville. The Bulldogs outscored their opponents 207-50 this season. That's the second highest scoring offense in Section 5 behind Batavia, which has scored 209 points. Those stats courtesy of Nate's preview of this game on the dailynewsonline.com. A few more stats for you. Alex Penapeno leads this Leroy offense, 46 carries for 266 yards and 5 touchdowns. 29 of 44 passing for 378 yards and 6 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. For Livonia, senior quarterback Alex Minahan, 84 carries, 907 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Leroy is 14-1 over the last 2 seasons, their lone loss coming in the 2019 title game. And Livonia, defending Class B champion, has moved down to Class C this season, looking to make it 2 championship seasons in a row. And it looks like we're pausing for the national anthem. Kind of an impromptu anthem here.
That's my fault.
No!
Little touchy on the controls.
A little touchy on the controls.
Coach, continue. These guys aren't ready.
As we
Livonia
get back
Bulldogs
to
are
our
coming
spiel
out.
here, the last meeting between these two teams came in 2017, which was a 3-season series between 2015 and 2017. Livonia won all 3 of those meetings, Nate. And the last win for this Leroy team against the Bulldogs came all the way back in 2010.
At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand and
And
remove your
I'm going to
headgear
ask you after
helmets
this how
for the
badly
singing
they're
of the national
chomping
anthem.
at the bit for a win this evening. We pause for the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, Nate, so as I said before, the last win for Leroy over Livonia all the way back in 2010, how badly do you think the Knights are chomping at the bit, not only for a win to solidify that top seed, but to get back on the winning track against these Bulldogs?
Well, I think even more than that, these kids obviously weren't on the varsity team back then, but in those 2 years, the last 2 times these teams played, they were either on Modified or probably JV, and saw Leroy get beat by 40 each of those games. And I think that's even more to these guys, and these coaches remember. These coaches have known, they've heard about it. They know they haven't beaten this team since 2010, and a lot of that has to do with Livonia being in Class B as well. So they haven't played as much,
and
but
for
still,
the Livonia Bulldogs, number 70, Sean
it's been
Wittering.
it's not often that a Leroy team goes a decade without beating a team, so it obviously means something to them, even though in the grand scheme of things they could probably meet up again in the sectional final.
So Leroy led by head coach Brian Herdline. Livonia led by head coach Chris Gentner in his first season leading the Bulldogs. Beautiful night here at Hartwood Park tonight. Like I said before,
I'll tell you what, the grass looks nice, but it looks long. Does it look long to you?
yes, and I think
They're trying to slow somebody down a little bit?
Well, maybe, but I think you got to keep it that way with all the wetness. You got to hope it doesn't get torn up, and I think the shorter you keep it, the easier it is to.
Well, good thing this game's tonight and not tomorrow or Wednesday, because they'd be playing in some snow.
Yeah, not looking forward to that, but thankfully a beautiful night here in Leroy for another broadcast from the stands amongst the people.
One of the things that we should pay attention to is the kicking game. Livonia, as far as I know, does not have a kicker, or at least they don't use them. And Leroy's got one of the better ones you'll see in Class C or even in Section 5 in Mitch hockey.
And in a game like this, that could decide the game. I've already revealed my pick in the YouTube comment section, 21-20. I got Leroy winning. They usually don't do this, Nate, but we're sports writers as well as commentators. So who do you got winning this game, and what's your score for tonight?
I'm gonna say Leroy's gonna win. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 14-13.
So 1-point games all around. Expecting a good one, and like Nate said, could be decided by an extra point or a 2-point conversion.
True. And the one thing with the kickers, is, as far as I know, they haven't played on grass yet this year. So he's been doing all this kicking on turf.
And
They're
see.
kicking on some long grass here. It could be slippery, so it may not end up being that big of a effect.
We'll see how this field holds up tonight. The first action that it's seen in quite some time, but a beautiful job done by the Leroy grounds crew getting this field ready. It looks as good as new.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Looks great.
Football in a Waconite country.
So here we go. Leroy Livonia set to kick it off here from Hartwood Park.
All I know is my eardrums are going to be hurting after this game. It is very loud up here.
Imagine how loud it would be if we had full capacity for this game. I think we'd see people from all around showing up to watch this game, not only Livonia and Leroy faithful, but just football fans in general. It should be a good one here tonight. So here we go. The Knights will kick it off to the Bulldogs to lead things off. Still awaiting the officials here.
Appears we might have an issue with the scoreboard already.
Yes, I don't think that the clock is
The
set.
field looks nice, but maybe the scoreboard wasn't tested out before the game. And there we go. Okay, game over. I'm heading out. Poor Coach Bonaquisti. He lives for this stuff, these special teams, and now he's got to wait a little more. He's planned all week for this kickoff.
The anticipation is killing me, Nate. You can cut the tension with a knife.
You could. It appears the clock is not working yet. Number 24 for Livonia, a little delayed. He was the last one to notice that everybody left the field.
Working out a few kinks here to be expected.
Maybe we're not using the clock.
I would imagine we are.
Don't mention names.
We got the clock operator. We won't mention who up there.
Oh, and the scoreboard has gone
Scoreboard's off.
completely.
But there we go,
Oh,
90-minute quarters. That's how good of a game it's going to be,
This-
Nate.
this
Keeping
game.
these teams on the field for quite a bit of time tonight.
Now, is that just the first half?
Okay, now we got 12 up there, and we're ready to go. Leroy kicking off to Livonia. Nate Andrews set to kick it away here from Hartwood Park. Back to receive the kick, Jake Smith.
Returned by number 24, Jake Smith.
And Livonia is going to begin its drive at about the 26-yard line. So here come the Bulldogs. First drive of the game, as I said before, led by Alex Minahan, senior quarterback. But he's not the only one who can get it done for this team, Nate. You also have, as I said on the return, Jake Smith, 42 carries, 326 yards, and 7 touchdowns this season. And they also have running back Trevor Allen, who gets it out of the backfield once in a while. There's that double wing offense, running it up the middle. Looks like that's Kevin Travis
Number 4,
on
Kevin
the carry,
Travis
and that's going to
on
be
the
a
carry.
first down
Brought down by
right off the
51,
get-go for
Andrew
the
Kellett.
Bulldogs. A good start for this Livonia offense.
My favorite, the double wing offense.
It's certainly tough from a commentator's perspective.
Give the Bulldogs a
But
first
you
down.
have to admit, Nate, it's worked wonders for them over the years. This is a Livonia team that's, I can't remember the last time they weren't
I think when
competitive.
our esteemed sports editor Chris Metcalf and his son was playing, they kind of went away from it a little bit.
Here's the snap, run to the left side. Looks like it's Smith pushing the pile for about a 5-yard gain and a flag down the field. And we'll see what we have
Flag on
here.
the play.
Nate's favorite, the flag icon.
Well, I can use. I almost forgot. Definitely an unsportsmanlike late hit on that play. You like to see your linemen get down the field and finish their blocks, but that was well after the whistle.
Sportsmanlike conduct on the
Yes,
Bulldogs.
unsportsmanlike conduct called on Livonia.
And we got some officiating confusion. I believe it's going to be second down, even though the yard marker over there still has first. I'm going to guess 10 or 20 on this.
Yeah, second down coming up. and about 20 for the Bulldogs. So a great start for Livonia, now set back after the unsportsmanlike penalty. Minahan will go under center. Travis goes in motion, takes it up the middle, spinning forward. Not a huge gain there for Travis, about 3 yards on the play. That's going to bring up third down and long for Livonia.
Well, the one thing to note is Leroy's already played this offense once this year against Attica, completely shut down the Blue Devils. Held them to, I believe, about 25 yards rushing. So this isn't something new to them this year. I do believe Livonia's got a few more tricks and whatnot, and they could spread it out a little bit more than Attica can, but still.
Yes, as you see here, Livonia going to the shotgun. Minahan takes it himself, looking to run here, but he's brought down after a short gain. Zach Vanderhoof in on the tackle for the Knights.
Fourth down.
4th and 12 coming up for Leroy.
Good start for this Knights defense. Like you mentioned, only giving up 21 points all year. They were the last team in all of Section 5 to allow a point.
So the punting unit coming on for Livonia. It's going to be Jake Watkins kicking it away for the Bulldogs.
21, Nate Andrews.
Andrews and Cody Lytle set to return it for the Knights. Watkins gets it away. It's a good punt, but kicked off the side of his foot maybe. Got high in the air, but went directly
to
the sideline, and the Knights are going to take over at about the 49-yard line.
And the Knights will take over about the 49.
You know, and that's good for this Leroy offense. Granted, it's good for any offense to start at the 50, but this isn't an explosive offense that you're going to see big plays. They're kind of going to grind it out. You know, back to that 4 yards, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. They're going to try to do it, and with Nate Andrews and Alex, eventually they're going to bust one of those, and that's kind of what they're looking for.
So here we go. First snap of the Leroy drive. Penapeno will go under center. Man in motion is Corey Wallace. Hands it off up the middle. Andrews pushing his way ahead, only about 2 yards there.
I believe that was Tanzi, the fullback.
Excuse me.
I hate to correct you,
no,
but
it's okay. Tanzi on the carry. It's a little tougher of a vantage point here, certainly, than high up at Vendetta Stadium. You kind of have to look amongst the mess at the line of scrimmage, but Tanzi gets the carry there. He had a big game against Letzaw, earned our Casella Waste player of the game, or tri-players of the game that game, and we'll see who earns that tonight. Be sure to stay tuned near the end of this one for the Casella Waste player of the game.
Leroy's starting running back Nate Andrews currently on the sideline, I believe.
Fake the handoff to Tanzi. Ryswick lets it go through his hands. So Adam Ryswick appeared to be open there, the junior wide receiver, but unable to make the over-the-shoulder catch, and now
that looked like an offensive pass interference.
Third down coming up here.
I think they got away with one and then, you know, missed it with that pass. But that was a nice little play setup. I believe there's a little blocking down the field a bit early on that, but.
So 3rd and 8 coming up now. Inside 9 minutes to go in this first quarter. Penapeno has Tanzi switch sides. And as Nate said, Andrews on the sidelines to begin this first quarter. And a flag comes in. Looks like it's going to be on Leroy. So 2 big penalties in the early going. One on the Bulldogs, one on the Knights, both on offense.
Yeah,
false start here. That's going to set them back to about a 3rd and 13. So maybe as we expected, Nate, a slog in the early going. A couple of penalties playing a crucial part here, and the Leroy defense standing up, and now Livonia with a chance to stand up on a 3rd and long.
You know, and obviously some nerves, even though this game isn't a do or die. They're both going to be in, but, you know, they know how big this game is.
Penapeno drops the ball, able to regain, but he's under pressure. Stefan Gwynn wraps him up, and Sean Wetterings finishes it off. The big sack by the Bulldogs defense, and now a 4th and a mile coming up for the Knights. So Penapeno had trouble right off the snap, dropped the ball, got it back, rolled out, and Stefan Gwynn created the pressure, and Wettering's able to clean it up for the sack. So the Knights going to send in the punting unit here.
Number 24, Jake Smith, and number 3, Alex Minahan.
Smith and Minahan set to return Andrews' punt.
Not often you see the quarterback out there returning kicks, but hey, he's your best athlete.
He does it all for this Livonia team. It's not very often you'll see him off the field. Andrews, a short snap, picks it up off the turf. A low kick, picked up on the run by Minahan, but good coverage by the Knights across the 40, brought down at about the 43-yard line.
Corey Wallace.
1st and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs. Wallace in there on the tackle on special teams for the Knights. So for this Leroy defense, Tonzi has been the leader, 28 tackles on the season, but Zach Vanderhoof really the biggest game wrecker on this Knights defense, 24 tackles and 4.5 sacks on the season in the backfield more often than not. He's had himself a great year. Handoff to Travis, getting a lot of work in the early going. Travis takes it ahead for about 3 yards.
I believe that was Vanderhoof maybe in there on that one right there.
Yes, he's wearing his number 56 tonight. Signature 56, I should say, after his white number 57 was ripped in a game earlier this season, and according to him, no hold was called on the play. So 2nd and about 8 coming up for Livonia. Minahan under center here. Hands it off to Smith on the sweep, but decides to cut it back up the middle, and Penapeno in there on the tackle.
Carry. Jake Smith brought down by number 2, Alex Penapeno.
I mean, obviously Penapeno gets a lot of the writing and whatnot because he's a quarterback, but, you know, he kind of gets overshadowed as a linebacker as well. He's played very well this year. More of a natural position for him, I should say.
Yeah, both of these senior quarterbacks can do it all on both sides of the ball, that's for sure. Important players on every play for their team. So 3rd and long, 3rd and about 7 coming up. Minahan hands it off up the middle. Looks like it's Trevor Allen putting his head down, gaining about 3 yards. That's going to set up a 4th and manageable from midfield. We'll see if the Bulldogs elect to go for it here. 4th and 4.
Brought down by a host of Knights.
Interesting early call here, but after the way their defense played that first drive against, you know, with Leroy out there, like I actually kind of thought they would go for it here, but
it looks like they're going to send on Watkins, the punter, to kick it away here. Andrews back to return. So it's interesting why we haven't seen Andrews on the field. Maybe just a coach's decision on offense, that is. But we've seen him on the field on special teams as the Bulldogs fake it.
And they're not going to get it.
And Leroy gets the stop right at the line of scrimmage. Caught me off guard, the cameraman. But it looked like they snapped it to the up back, Jake Smith, and the Knights come up with a big stop at midfield. And that's where they will take over.
And I tell you what, Leroy saw that one coming because usually you'll see Lytle and Andrews back to receive. They brought Lytle back up and played defense. So they were kind of expecting that.
Good spot by this Leroy coaching staff. Has a big turn in this game. Knights with quality field position here at midfield.
And Andrews now back in the backfield. So maybe that was just some strategy.
Penapeno takes the snap, looking to throw. Going down the field. Lytle gets pushed to the ground, or maybe tripped. Maybe his feet got tangled. That's how the officials saw it, as no call. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 now.
Coach Herdline did not like that call.
Oh, my God. Take this pocket.
Yeah, the Leroy faithful certainly wanted a call for pass interference there.
And I'm sure the Livonia faithful would have hated it if that flag came out. So hard to tell without seeing a replay, but looked like he might have been tackled. But hey, I'm not gonna.
As is the life of a referee. One side wants one thing, one side wants the other. So here we go. Knights 2nd and 10 They remain out of the shotgun, Penapeno and Andrews. Penapeno takes the snap, takes it himself, a good burst through the line, and he's tripped up there. Watkins in on the tackle, but not before. A big gain from Penapeno. It's going to set up a 3rd and short here, 3rd and 2 coming up for Leroy.
Nice blocking up front. He had a nice hole to work with. And that was all by design. That was
yards for the first down.
That was a designed run right in the A gap from Penapeno.
So Penapeno will go under center now. Tonzi and Andrews in the backfield. Turns around, hands it to Tonzi. Goes ahead for the first down. A nice strong run from Jack Tonzi. Flying in for the tackle, Michael Bean, a senior defensive lineman for Livonia. But that's going to be a fresh set of downs coming up for Leroy.
After that struggle of a first drive, looks like Leroy kind of got their footing underneath them a little bit here. Line getting a nice push up front.
Penapeno remains under center. Andrews, the single back in the backfield. Andrews takes the handoff.
And Andrews
through the line of scrimmage, carrying a host of Bulldogs tacklers. And that's going to be a gain of about 7. 2nd and 3 coming up for Leroy. A good gain for Andrews there.
Not known for his power, more known for his speed and agility, but he kind of just carried a couple guys there down to the 30.
Never doubt a wrestler, Nate. You know what they say.
No. He definitely is one of the faster players out there, though.
Penapeno remains under center. Andrews takes the handoff, tripped up right at about the line of scrimmage. Allen in there on the tackle for Livonia.
Looks like he's going to be just
about 3rd down
a yard short.
3rd and 1.5 coming up for the Knights. I think you go to Tonzi here.
I'm thinking so, but, also look at it. Herdline's an offensive guy. He's looking at 3rd and 1. If they don't get it, 4th and 1, they're going for it. So maybe he tries to go deep here.
Penapeno under center. Tonzi, the up man, gets the handoff. Cut down right at about the line of scrimmage, but I believe he got the first down. We're going to see where they spot it. It's a tough angle, granted. We'll see where they spot it. Livonia celebrating, so we'll see here.
And the Knights get a
first down for the Knights. Approaching the red zone. Fresh set of downs coming up for Leroy.
Needed a yard, got a yard.
Tonzi, another strong run, and that's what he can do. Get those tough yards when they're needed most. So a 1st and 10 coming up here for Leroy.
Tonzi's not the biggest kid out there, but he's definitely a tough fullback.
A sophomore, too, so very impressive strength shown from him early in his career. Timeout called by the Knights. That will allow us to tell you about our sponsors, beginning with Casella Waste. Also, the Livingston County Board of Supervisors. Lathan Tree Service in Leroy. George and Swede Sales and Service in Pavilion. BlueDumpster.com. Leroy Federal Credit Union. R.A. Heights Company Incorporated. Mancuso Real Estate. Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop. Empire Tractor. O'Brien Septic and Portable Toilets. Bubba's Landscape. TF Browns in Batavia. And please stay tuned near the end of this game for the Athlete of the Game, brought to you by Casella Waste. Each Athlete of the Game this season will be presented $25 to TF Browns in Batavia. We'll tell you more about each of our sponsors at the end of the first quarter, but we'd really like to thank them for all they've done for us and local athletes this fall season. Nate, it's really indispensable what these sponsors have allowed us to do here at the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel.
Yeah, and we've definitely seen game after game. They're growing and growing, and the word's getting out, and more people are watching. So, that's definitely something we love to see.
So here we go. 1st and 10 coming up for the Knights. 3:16 to play in the first quarter. Knights approaching the red zone here. Shotgun snap coming for Penapeno. Tonzi goes in motion. Penapeno throws the screen out to Lytle, and a big hit provided by Travis.
Number 4.
And that's going to be a no gain, maybe a gain of 1 for Cody Lytle there on the screen pass.
Yeah, that was a heck of a tackle there by Travis because there was nobody else out there. that's what this Leroy passing game is going to be. There's not going to be a lot of shots down the field. They're going to get the ball to their playmakers and try to let them, make the move at the line of scrimmage.
We saw Travis involved in Livonia's game against Attica earlier this season, but playing a huge role here tonight. A big hit there. Stefan Gwynn on Alex Penapeno. Didn't seem to see him coming there, Nate. Gwynn flattened him.
No, he got right off his block, and, I think Penapeno saw a crease of a hole there toward his left, and Gwynn just came right from his right-hand side and just flattened him, but it was I watched that the whole way. It was a great way for him to get off that block right away.
That's one thing that Livonia has up front, a distinct size advantage at certain positions. We'll see if that plays a role here. Looked like Gwynn just manhandled his blocker there. Andrews gets the flip, but he's cut down by a couple of Bulldogs tacklers. Looks like it was Troy Galbraith in there on the tackle, along with Trevor Allen. That's going to bring up 4th and about 6 coming up for the Knights. So it appeared as if the Knights were destined for the red zone, but now needing a first down conversion in order to reach inside the 20-yard line.
And obviously no surprise here inside the 25. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, likely.
We got trips coming to this side.
And you could see a pass or a run here. Penapeno elects to throw. Gets it out to Lytle, but good pursuit once again by Travis. He's all over those, Nate.
Yeah, Penapeno kind of hitched on that one. Gave Travis, an extra second or two to
along
close
with the high
on
throw,
that.
I think, or also contributed to that. Excuse me. So Leroy, a good drive, but unable to cap it off. And here come the Bulldogs now with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Once again, this game brought to you by our scoreboard sponsor, Casella Waste. You see at the bottom of your screen, keeping you involved in the action here.
Leroy doesn't like to have to pass out of necessity. When they do it, they kind of like to just mix it in as part of the offense.
I think more as this game goes along, they're going to have to pass by necessity. I think that's going to become something that they're going to have to do more and more of because this Livonia front is strong, to say the least. Smith on the carry falls forward for a gain of about 3.
Second down.
We'll see one more play here in the first quarter. Second and 7 or 6 coming up for Livonia. Smith, a good burst through the line, and that's going to be a Livonia first down. Jake Smith, a big gain, and now the Bulldogs in business with 27 seconds to go here in the first. And the clock will wind. We'll see if the Bulldogs hurry up or decide to take it into the break.
There's no hurry as of yet.
No, and it appears as if the final seconds are going to run off in the first quarter. We head to the second, still scoreless here at Hartwood Park. And as promised, we'd like to tell you about our sponsors, beginning with Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business. Call Casella Waste. Also, the Livingston County Board of Supervisors. We are proud supporters of our local student athletes. Lathan Tree Service in Leroy since 1971. Lathan's mission has never changed, and that's to provide top quality, value-based tree care for their customers. Also, George and Swede Sales and Service. Whether you need excavators, wheel loaders, trailers, rollers, or skid steers, George and Swede has the equipment you need, including Yanmar compact construction equipment. Also, BlueDumpster.com. Spring cleaning, remodeling, need a roll-off? Contact BlueDumpster.com. Leroy Federal Credit Union. LFCU has been serving our members for 60 years, bringing them a hometown feel with welcoming customer service and a feeling like they have control over their finances. Also, R.A. Heights Company Incorporated, owned by Richard Wendt. R.A. Heights is a family business established in 1945. Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, open for lunch and dinner. Sweet Betty's serves over 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, wine slushies, and homemade desserts. Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. O'Brien Septic, offering portable toilets and restroom trailer rentals, as well as septic pumping inspections, repairs, and installations. Bubba's Landscape, call now for residential and commercial lawn treatments. T.F. Brown's Restaurant in Batavia, $25 gift card being presented from T.F. Brown's to our player of the game for tonight. So second quarter here, Livonia will take the first snap, toss to Travis. He's cut down after a gain of about 3 or 4, second down coming up for the Bulldogs. So it's been a slow go offensively. Ball really being played between the 20s.
Maybe the 30s.
Yeah. But as to be expected, these are two talented defenses. Both like to, as Nate said, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, just like to really chip away at you and beat you death by 1,000 cuts, really.
Yeah, you know, and the one thing, we haven't really seen much out of Minahan
Bring
yet.
up
Usually
third
he's
down
the
for the Bulldogs.
main part of the offense. They're running.
And we'll see if perhaps they're saving their best for last.
They're
in the
just
second half.
playing coy here. And
Yeah. So 3rd and 4, shotgun snap coming up. Minahan in the backfield. Travis in motion. Minahan, option play with
option 24.
Smith, but he's cut down by Andrews. Good pursuit there from Nate Andrews.
21.
And Smith, a loss on the play. 4th and 6 coming up for the Bulldogs.
you know, when you saw that, they ran that option immediately. They took Minahan out of the way, out of the play, and he had to pitch it. He had no choice, and Andrews made a nice play.
Exactly what they teach you in that option play. Hit the quarterback.
You know, I'm sure the design of that play is Livonia wants Minahan to be running with the ball, but
Here we go, 4th and 6. The punt coming up,
uh-oh.
and it's not a good one. A pop fly, but a good
Bounce,
Livonia
though.
bounce inside the 40, and the ball is going to be spotted at about
Knights
the
will take over on
34-yard
offense.
line where the Knights are going to take over. So a pop fly, Nate, but a good roll. And now Leroy with quite a ways to go.
Yeah, that's the second not-so-great punt, but that one had a little bit better of a result, getting about a 15-yard roll there. Still, pretty decent field position for Leroy.
1st and 10 coming up for the Knights. About 65 yards to go until pay dirt. Seal still yet to be broken in this game. Penapeno throws to Lytle. In space, Cody Lytle. Galbraith
Lytle's
there.
still up.
And able to recover and make the tackle. Good recovery there
Brought down by a number of Bulldogs.
by Galbraith. Missed the tackle originally, but able to recover and get in there to finish the play. And it looks like a Knights player is down on the
I believe
field.
that is Lytle. If that's Cody Lytle, that's not good for them. Not that you want to see anybody get hurt, but
We take a quick break here with an injured Knight down on the field.
Well, Lytle back on his feet. Take a look at them.
So Lytle able to make his way off the field with help of Leroy trainer Amanda Shefflin. So we'll see if we see Lytle return to this one. He looked to be walking pretty gingerly off the field, Nate.
Yeah, he was struggling, but he did get up and
this is a big game for a senior, so
absolutely.
I would imagine he'll do everything he can to find his way back into this one. Tonzi in motion. Penapeno takes the snap, follows Andrews, but he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Trevor Allen in on the stop for the Bulldogs. Allen, a strong linebacker for this Livonia defense.
Yeah, Leroy not able to get anything going up front against this Livonia defensive line.
They are well sized, aren't they?
Well, they seem to be very technical as well.
And here the Livonia defensive line. You have Michael Bean there on the end. You have Sean Wetterings inside. Stefan Gwynn on the other end. And you also have Wyatt Gates on the inside. Boy, have all four of those guys done a good job tonight. Penapeno in the backfield, takes it himself. Ooh. Hit in the air, it looked like. Allen delivering the blow once again.
Brought down by 34, Trevor Allen again.
Just not.
Fourth down for the Knights.
Just not really anywhere to go.
And a big reason for that has been Allen. He's been all over the field. I think one of the leaders for our Casella Waste athlete of the game in this one, Trevor Allen.
So far.
This one's been all defense. Andrews on the field to punt once again for Leroy on the 4th and 5. Minahan and Smith back to return. And this is a good punt from Andrews. Goes over the head of Smith. Forced to retreat, and that goes inside the 15-yard line. It's going to come down and come to rest at about the 13.
And I'll tell you what, Stefan Gwynn just absolutely laid out Alex Penapeno. But Penapeno got in the way enough to where he couldn't get to Andrews and allowed that punt. But
that's like stepping in front of a freight train there.
Yeah, that's one you're not going to want to watch on the film day because he absolutely got drilled, but popped right back up.
So here we go, 7:38 remaining in this first half. We're still scoreless.
Come on, D!
See if one of these
begins its drive.
See if one of these defenses could make a play, make a turnover, or scoop and score, or something along those lines.
Minahan takes the snap, hands it off, right up the middle. Smith takes it ahead for about a 3-yard gain. Tonzi in on the tackle for the Knights.
Tonzi and Strollo in on the tackle, second down.
Also Ty Strollo in there on the tackle for Leroy.
I mean, I expected a defensive battle, but not quite this level. I'll tell you, this is a big series for Leroy's defense to try to pin them down even more with the punting we've seen.
Smith up the middle once again, fights his way ahead for only 2 yards this time, and it's exactly right, Nate. A defensive struggle like this, field position is going to be as valuable as anything.
It's huge.
Jake Smith on the carry.
And that started with that kick by
Third
Andrews.
down for Livonia.
Leroy gets a stop on this play here. We'll see what Livonia can do with that punting game. Like I said, we've already seen the two not so great punts.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 coming up for Livonia. A big 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Minahan in the shotgun. Hands it off to Smith. Bulldozes his way ahead. 1st down for the Bulldogs. And Jake Smith has a little something to say after that one. That's a big, strong run from the senior running back.
That was a nice run. He got hit initially right near the line of scrimmage, just broke a couple of tackles and kind of barreled his way out there.
The Livonia faithful getting into it, Nate.
Gotta love a parent with a makeshift megaphone.
Minahan back to pass. Over the middle to Gwynn. It's complete. Breaks
Went
the
on a
tackle.
carry.
Gwynn into the secondary now. Tiptoeing
Goes out
down
of
the
bounds.
sideline. And he's pushed out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Big gain from Minahan to Gwynn. Bulldogs go to the air, and it's a fresh set of downs near midfield.
Can't arm tackle him. So I'll tell you what, he's an animal.
When he gets going, Nate, I'm telling you, Freight Train might be taking it a bit lightly.
He is a big boy. He's a strong boy. He's a smart football player. And you are not bringing him down with your arms.
Reminds you a lot of Mike Allstott when he gets the ball in his hands, doesn't
Wow,
he?
there's a ref. I didn't even think you were alive when Allstott played.
Buccaneers great. Truck stick Hall of Famer Mike Allstott. Minahan looking to throw under pressure. The jump pass, and it's complete to Gwynn. Another first down for Livonia. What a play created by Minahan there.
Yeah, he was under some pressure and just kind of toss it out to him.
Minahan
You know,
able to get
Gwynn
the
really
pass
hasn't
off.
been much of the offense, you know, up to this point. So maybe, you know, Leroy didn't really plan for it. They might want to start now.
And first down, Livonia.
You know what that is, Nate? That's that basketball connection between Minahan and Gwynn. That's that little penetrate and duck under into the post.
You know,
That's what that looked like.
You know, give Minahan credit. He definitely stood in there, took a shot. You know, just dumped it right off. Perfect. Get it in his hands, and it's going to take 3 or 4 Leroy guys to bring him down, apparently.
Bulldogs on the move in Knights territory at about the 40-yard line. Minahan out of the shotgun. Runs the option with Smith. Takes it himself up the middle, and a good stand there by the Knights defense. Looked like it was Luke Ryder. Any relation to you, Nate, in there?
Somewhere down the line, yes, but not anywhere close.
So you're not going to take credit for that.
No, I can't take any credit for him.
Good play there created by young Luke. Maybe not so young, senior for this team.
Still remember when he played Little League. So that's how old I'm getting. And him, apparently. But you can see by this Leroy defense, it's no surprise what their plan was, and that's to stop Minahan. They're kind of like, you know, if someone else is going to beat us, then so be it, but it's not going to be him.
And as good as the Livonia front has done in this game, Tyler Strollo, Luke Ryder, Vanderhoof, all have done a great job up front for the Knights front. Smith takes that one ahead.
Smith on
Short
the carry,
gain
but
of
down line
about
58, Ryan
5 or
Higgins.
6.
Third down,
Third
Livonia.
down and about 4. Also on the Leroy defensive line, you have Ryan Higgins up there, a sophomore. Those 4 have done a nice job.
There are some big boys on that Livonia offensive line, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
You don't see that in Class C too often, and not ones that are very good.
Lucas Stewart you have up there, TJ Goss. You have Bean somewhere up there. Also Gwynn on the end. Minahan takes the snap,
Minahan,
looking for
keeper.
room, pushes his way ahead. I don't think that's going to be enough for a first down. That's going to bring up 4th and about 1
Fourth down,
coming up
Livonia.
here. You also have Wetterings up there for Livonia, along with Jonathan Cry. So you're right, Nate. Big boys up there for the Bulldogs front. They've done good work here tonight, and they're going to really need them on this play. A 4th and 1, 4th and 2 coming up for Livonia. They're going to need a push here. Minahan from under center. Hands it off, and Allen. What a burst there, like a missile through the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a first down for Livonia. So the drive continues. Inside 3 minutes to go here in the first
Livonia
half.
picks up the
Ball
first
at the
down.
27-yard line.
Just under 3 minutes left in the half.
Come on, D!
First and 10
Come on, Leroy!
for the Bulldogs here. 2.5 minutes to play. Minahan goes under center. Allen is behind him. Travis takes the sweep. And a good gain there
Yeah,
from
the Travis
Travis
number
on
4 on
first
the
down.
carry.
That's going to bring up about a 2nd and 3 coming up for the Bulldogs.
Well, I know it's still the first half, but it really does look like Livonia is starting to wear down this Leroy front. Because the first couple drives, those weren't working.
I was just going to ask if you think we'll see a timeout from Leroy anytime here. They still have, what, 2 remaining?
2 left.
Defense!
Let's go defense! Go Leroy!
Maybe to catch their breath as Minahan goes under center. Travis in motion. Minahan takes the snap, takes the run. It's going to be a first down for Livonia approaching the 10-yard line.
Minahan on the keeper.
So fresh set of downs coming up for the Bulldogs approaching the 10-yard line. As I said, Minahan under center, Allen behind him, Smith and Travis along the outside. Smith goes in motion here, and a flag comes in.
Looks like an offsides on Leroy.
And that's going to be the call. That's going to bring up a 1st and 5 for Livonia now.
Offsides, Leroy.
So it looks like we could be approaching the first score of this game, Nate, as Livonia now near the 5-yard line.
If you're Livonia right now, dude, I wouldn't do anything different than what's gotten them to this point right here. Remember, this drive started, I believe, inside the 20.
Minahan under center sends Smith in motion.
That looks
Another
like-
pre-snap whistle, a pre-snap
believe that's a
flag, and a
false
false start is going to be called on Livonia.
False start.
So
Livonia.
grading penalties here, going to replay everything. It's going to be a 1st and 10 now, and a timeout has been called by Livonia.
Timeout, Livonia.
So we're going to get a head start on our halftime ad reads, beginning with Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business. Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Also, the Livingston County Supervisors. We are proud supporters of our local student athletes. Visit our website or Facebook page for upcoming information for our Livingston County area businesses, residents, and visitors. Livingston County celebrating 200 years. To learn more about the history, visit www.livingstoncounty.us. Also, Lathan Tree Service. Since 1971, Lathan's mission has never changed, and that is to provide top-quality, value-based tree care for their customers. Find out why thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278 or finding them on the web at lathantree.com. Leave it there because now pick back up. You didn't start it. Go. No. Next, when we pick back up, it'll go to the next one. It's fine if you read the scoreboard add off.
Fair enough.
So here we go. 1st and 10 coming up for Livonia here. Smith takes the sweep, and he's brought down by Penapeno.
In on the tackle.
As we approach a minute
Number
to play
24,
here in the
Jake
first
Smith.
half. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Bulldogs.
On the carry.
You know, and with a lack of a kicking game,
2nd down.
you know, this is basically touchdown or bust right now. I hate to have this drive go to waste, but they're already about to 40 seconds left in the half.
Travis and Galbraith along the outside. Smith in the backfield. Minahan out of the shotgun, looking to throw over the middle to Galbraith, but throws it behind him. Looked like he had him on the slant, but it looked like Minahan wanted him to stop in that open area there.
Definitely a busted coverage on Leroy's part. There was nobody covering him whatsoever.
So 3rd and 9 now. As another
I
timeout.
would expect a Leroy timeout. I believe.
Yes, Leroy has
Timeout,
called
Leroy.
the timeout. And we'd like to thank Georgian Swede Sales and Service, a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion. Established in 1983, Georgian Swede has been providing exceptional sales, rentals, parts, and service in the Western New York area for over 35 years. Call or visit Georgian Swede at 7155 Big Tree Road in Pavilion, 585-584-3425, or log on to georgianswede.com. bluedumpster.com. Also, bluedumpster.com. Spring cleaning, remodeling, need a roll-off? Contact bluedumpster.com. Their roll-off dumpster business is family-owned, and they stand behind their service. Visit Blue Dumpster on their Facebook page or website, bluedumpster.com, or call 585-768-7806. With next-day service, convenient credit card billing, and upfront pricing, Blue Dumpster believes you'll be more than satisfied with what they offer. Visit bluedumpster.com today. Also, Leroy Federal Credit Union has been serving its members for 60 years. Leroy Federal Credit Union, owned by you, working for you. So here we go. 3rd and 9 coming up for Livonia. Out of the timeout. 2 timeouts remaining for the Bulldogs. 1 timeout remaining for the Knights. We'll see what Livonia elects to do here on a 3rd and long. They pack it in with Minahan under center. Travis. Little misdirection there. Who's got it? Smith has it. Tackled in the backfield. A nice stop made there. Robbie Newmark in on the stop.
Smith.
And that's going to bring up a 4th and even longer. 4th and 12 coming up for Livonia.
4th down.
And another timeout has been called.
That one actually lost a couple yards.
Yes, we'd also like to thank RA Heights Company Incorporated, owned by Richard Wendt. It's a family business established in 1945 at RA Heights. They specialize in residential and commercial roofing, metal roofing, gutter, siding, windows, copperwork, and sheet metal fabrication. Also, Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Call 345-1000 to let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. Also, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, open for lunch and dinner. Sweet Betty's serves over 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, wine slushies, and homemade desserts. Italian Thursdays feature pasta specials, and every Saturday is steak night. Open every day except Tuesdays. Sweet Betty's is ready to serve you at 15 Main Street in Leroy. So here we go. 4th and 11 coming up for Livonia. And I believe we'll see them go for it here despite the long distance.
Without a doubt.
As the ball is inside the 15-yard line. So Minahan under center on the 4th and 11. Back to pass. Rolling out, looking for a man. Minahan goes down the field, just out of the reach of Stefan Gwynn, and the Knights are going to take over on downs with 15 seconds remaining.
We do have a flag.
Yes, a flag on the play, and it looks like a Knights defender is down on the field with an injury. Then we have another Knight limping off the field. Brock Flint limping off the field, and we'll see who's down on the field. No, it was a
flag on the play.
Looked like a Livonia player.
Player down.
Looked like they collided on that play, and Gwynn will hobble off, and we'll see what the flag is here.
I'm trying to see who I can't see standing for Leroy. Unfortunately, I think that may be Alex Penapeno.
And the penalty is declined, so it looked like it was on Livonia. Knights are going to take over, but we'll see about the status with the injury. And in the meantime, we'll tell you about a few more of our sponsors. Empire Tractor in Batavia, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper's zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line
back on
of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website at empiretractor.com. Also, O'Brien Septic, offering portable toilets and restroom trailer rentals, as well as septic pumping inspections, repairs, and installations. Call today, 585-766-1221. Also, Bubba's Landscape. Call now for your residential, commercial, lawn treatment needs. You will spend less time on lawn care and more time doing the things you love. Also, T.F. Brown's Restaurant. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place to hold any type of party or get-together, T.F. Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, stay tuned for the player of the game to be awarded near game's end, and stay tuned tomorrow for our live stream schedule, which continues with Oakfield, Alabama Elba taking on Avon at 7 p.m. So here we go. Looks like the Knights will kneel it out and send this one to halftime. A scoreless tie, Nate.
And the
Not
Knights will
exactly
wind
what
down
we
the clock
expected, but
and the
somewhat
first half
of
with no
what we
score.
expected. So we'll head to the halftime break, about 15 minutes here. Before we do, Nate, why don't you give us a quick breakdown of any changes you expect to see here coming out of the halftime break?
I mean, first off, I think Alex Penopeno just might have gotten hit in the nether region a little bit, so it looks like he'll be all right. And with apparently Cody Lytle not coming in this game again, it's going to be tough for Leroy to go to the air. But I would expect Coach Herdline to try to do a little more through the air since they're not getting much up front. And for Livonia, I expect to see a much heavier dose of Alex Minahan here in the second half.
So we head to halftime, an abbreviated halftime, about a 10-minute break here at Heartwood Park. We'll be back here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. All right, and we are back here at Hartwood Park on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. My name's Alex Brasky alongside Nate Ryder. Nate, it was a scoreless first half, but it didn't lack fireworks. We had a couple of big plays at least, but really defense the story of this game thus far.
Yeah, like we mentioned, obviously we thought the defense were going to play a huge part in this, but I didn't think they'd play this big of a part in it, and I think even more now, so especially for Leroy with Cody Lytle apparently not going to be able to come back in this game. They're down one of their bigger weapons. And like we mentioned before halftime, Alex Minahan's been quiet for a kid who has almost 1,000 yards rushing. I definitely expect to see him be a little more focused of this offense here.
I also think we're going to have to see these two teams spread things out a little bit. You saw drives start strong time and again with 4 or 5 yard gains off the jump, but those short runs aren't going to keep you going against quality defenses like this. I think you need to do your best to create big plays, and I think in order to do that, you need to spread things out a little bit.
And obviously that last drive for Livonia was the best one we've seen tonight. But once again, they stalled down there against a tough defense, and it's going to take something kind of big for one of these teams to get points on the board here, it seems like.
Here we go. Second half underway. The
second half
kickoff
is underway.
goes to the Knights. A line drive kick.
Reiswick,
Returned by
44
Reiswick
on the return.
across the 45 down at the 47. So good field position for the Knights after the line drive kick off the foot of Matthew Connor.
Seems like a broken record, but we've said that a lot tonight. Good field possession for Leroy. They just haven't been able to get anything going against this just incredible Livonia defense who, I knew they were good. I didn't know they were this good on the defensive side.
So Andrew Loftus onto the field now, perhaps in place of the injured Lytle.
Nate Andrews on the carry.
Also, you see Wallace out there, Reiswick and Tonzi you saw split out there for Leroy as it's a gain of about 3, 2nd and 7 coming up.
And that's, for Leroy, we didn't see a lot of Nate Andrews there in that first half either, so. You never know. Maybe these coaches are holding something back, thinking maybe they'll play again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, as big as this game is, a potential matchup in the sectionals even bigger. So Penna will go out of the shotgun here. Good to see his injury wasn't anything major at the end of that first half as he's back out there, and that's going to be a first down coming up for Leroy. A great start to this second half for the Knights.
Like I said, the way he was kind of gesturing toward the sideline and the coaches, I think he took a shot in the unmentionables over there.
I think I'm going to keep bringing that up just to see how many references you can go. You've already gone nether region, you've gone unmentionables. I really want to see how deep you can go. Look at Penna go as that's near another first down, about a 9-yard gain. I believe he's going to be just short or maybe right at the marker. We'll see if they give it to him.
That was keyed by a huge block there by Zach Vanderhoof. First time we've really seen him offensively get off the ball.
Timeout.
And we have a measurement, and if I could, Nate, just let me mention our sponsors very quickly, if we could just filter through them. Casella Waste, also the Livingston County Board of Supervisors, Lathan Tree Service in Leroy, also George and Swede Sales and Service in Pavilion, BlueDumpster.com, also Leroy Federal Credit Union, R.A. Heights Company Incorporated, Mancuso Real Estate, Sweet Betty's in Leroy, Empire Tractor in Batavia, O'Brien Septic and
First down,
Toilets,
Knights.
Bubba's Landscape in Leroy, TF Browns in Batavia. And as you heard over the PA, Nate, that's a first down for Leroy, a big one as the Knights are on the move.
And as much as you want that first down, I don't like the measurement. It kind of takes away some of the momentum that Leroy was building there.
You haven't seen all that many measurements this season.
No, it seemed like an odd spot for one.
But I guess in a game of this magnitude, you just want to get it right. Penna spinning forward. He's found his rhythm here in the running game. Looks like the Knights maybe have made an adjustment up front here.
Yeah, he's just taking that snap and going. There's no hesitation, no nothing. So, This is obviously something the Coach Herdline, worked on at halftime.
There you see an injured Cody Lytle on the sideline. Tough news for him as he's a major part of what Leroy likes to do offensively. Not the leading receiver for this team, but definitely the leader in big plays.
He's the biggest threat down, in the deep passing game by far.
Penapeno out of the shotgun once again. Andrews beside him, and it looked like the Knights jumped. That's one way to kill momentum, Nate, is that's going to be a false start penalty called on Leroy.
False start, Leroy.
And we saw that a couple times early in the first half. These two teams were working and looked like a first down and looked like they were going to build on that, but a penalty on both sides thwarted early drives for both teams.
Luckily for Leroy, that was a 9-yard gain on first down, so it's still only 2nd and 6. It's not a huge killer yet. You got to think this is 4-down territory here.
Yes.
And if you can't get 6 yards in 3 plays, then
you don't deserve to win, as they say.
Exactly.
So the Knights are spread out here. Penapeno out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, takes it himself up the middle, dodging defenders. A flag comes in the area of holding.
There is a flag on the play.
We'll see what the call is here. Came from the white hat.
That one will be the killer.
And a block in the back called on the Knights.
On the Knights.
Leroy going the wrong way here.
The false start wasn't the killer. That one could be. I didn't really see the said block in the back. Usually you don't see that right at the line of scrimmage, so.
Leroy will try to convert now with a 2nd and long in front of them. Leroy spreads it out once again. Penapeno takes the snap, dropping back, looking to throw, going deep, down the middle. Wallace, incomplete. Jake Smith on the coverage, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 13 for the Knights.
Everything on that was good. It was a nice route he ran. It was a nice pass and nice defense.
That'll bring up a big 3rd down for the Knights.
So Leroy trying to figure things out here with a 3rd and long in front of them. And Nate, you said it was 4-down territory.
I don't think so anymore.
I'm not so sure anymore.
If they don't get anywhere close to the first down, I believe you're going to see a punt. Things change those last couple of plays.
Penalties are known to do that. So here come the Knights, 3rd and 13. Penapeno out of the shotgun once again. Ryswick goes in motion. Penapeno back to throw, looking for Ryswick. Instead, he'll fire to Andrews. Andrews breaking free along the sideline, tiptoeing.
I believe he got enough for the first down. I couldn't see. We had some fans,
yes.
Excited Leroy fans in the way. Nice screen set up there by Leroy.
And we got a first down for the Knights.
We're going to have to take that into advisement, Nate. I might have to lift this tripod up.
Scrambles up.
Come a touchdown. So if you see the camera
the Knights first
kind of
down.
going Blair Witch Project on you, that's why. So 1st and 10 for the Knights. What a big play as Penapeno was looking for Ryswick, but turned around, found Andrews, and Andrews able to break free down the sideline. Fresh set of downs inside the red zone.
Well, I believe that was
Leroy.
I believe that was all by design. They're going to fake that one way and go back to Andrews the whole time, I believe.
So Penapeno awaiting the shotgun snap. Tries to find his way through the line. Good tackle made by Michael Bean, but a nice gain by Penapeno. 2nd and about 6 coming up. So we'll see if Livonia's defense can stand tall as they have throughout the evening.
We've seen this. We've seen drives get going. We haven't seen them finished yet.
Yes. Here we go.
And honestly, I'd like to see Leroy do a little more of that to try to get Nate Andrews the ball out in space.
2nd and 6. Penapeno hands it off. Andrews fighting his way forward, but stood up by 3 Livonia tacklers. Allen, Wynn,
Bulldogs.
And it looked like Smith in there on the tackle.
Why don't you just name who wasn't in on that tackle?
Nice gang tackle there from the Bulldogs. No gain, 3rd and 6. coming up for Leroy. Big play in this game here.
They are at the 15. Does the field goal come into play?
Yes.
Like we mentioned before,
will
Leroy
be
does
interesting.
have a decent enough kicker. I don't know what his range is.
I don't believe they've tried a field goal all season. At least they haven't made one all season.
They haven't had to.
Yes,
So
yes.
it doesn't mean he can't make it.
You're right. We've seen him make quite a few PATs, so here we go. 3rd and 7. Penapeno takes the snap in the backfield. Cut down. Trevor Allen in there on the tackle for loss, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10
for the Knights.
for the Knights.
I think that'll take the field goal away.
Let's go, Leroy!
Allen absolutely timed that perfectly. Almost like he knew exactly what was coming. And I think he knew the play clock was winding down, so.
So 4th and 10 coming up for Leroy. Another big play in this game as the Knights look to convert once again in a long way until the yard to gain, and we have a timeout coming in here.
I have to reset
Timeout,
the
Leroy.
clock.
Leroy's first of this half. So what do you think we see here, Nate? You think we see a pass like everybody's thinking, or you think they get creative with a run here, maybe a misdirection play? What do you think?
I'm going to guess they're going to try to get Andrews the ball in space, maybe another screen pass, or the way they faked that screen the first time, act like you're going to run the same play, actually give it to Ryswick out there. What?
So 4th and 10 coming up for Leroy here. 6:23 remaining in the third. Big play as we remain scoreless here at Hartwood Park.
Again, like we said at the end of the first half, that great Livonia drive, really disheartening to have a great drive and not come away with points. Same thing here.
Penapeno, empty backfield, looking to throw, going to the end zone, down the middle, out of the back of the end zone, looking for Andrews, incomplete. Livonia's going to take over with a long way to go until the end zone.
And Livonia will take over and down.
Looked like he had Andrews, but a little bit of an overthrow there.
Yeah,
But a little bit too much air under that one.
He definitely had a step. Wasn't the easiest throw, but especially for a team that doesn't throw the ball deep all that often. But
So after the empty backfield, here's Livonia packing it in. Travis. Oh! A big stick delivered by Vanderhoof.
there he is. What'd you call him earlier? A
On the
menace?
tackle.
I think you called him a menace or something.
There's a
along
lot of
those
things you
lines.
could call him, Nate. A bulldozer, a menace, a freight train, as we said earlier,
We
a
have
Mack truck.
We have seen a lot of big hits in this game, and every time they've popped right back up.
So here's Minahan. He'll go under center. Travis on the sweep again. They give it back to him. And Travis is brought down. He did gain 1 on that big hit delivered by Vanderhoof and gains another 3 or 4 there.
Let's go, Leroy!
3rd down for Livonia.
Come on, defense!
3rd and 4 coming up for the Bulldogs. Leroy's defense needs a big play here. Minahan sends Travis in motion. Takes it himself after a quick fake, and Minahan looks to get enough for the first down. That's going to be a fresh set coming up for the Bulldogs at about the 32-yard line.
That's going to give the Livonia Bulldogs a 1st down.
Like I said, I haven't called his number much.
Let's go, Leroy!
Definitely would expect to see him
Luke
a
Ryder
little more
checking in.
here.
So a First and 10 now for Livonia. As Minahan once again will go under center. Smith in motion, takes the handoff. Works it up to the 35-yard line. Gain of about 3 or 4. 2nd and 6 coming up for Livonia. And honestly, I think this is what's going to win the game for either side. A long drive, just 3-4 yards at a time, maybe a couple of 10, 15-yard plays mixed in. But I think you're just going to have to grind this one out. And I think we might see one touchdown win this game.
Absolutely, at this point.
Minahan up the middle, pile being pushed. Going to bring up about a 2nd and 3 now.
Third.
3rd and 3, excuse me.
3rd down, Livonia.
Go D!
Time winding down in the 3rd quarter. Crowd trying to remain alive. Not a whole lot of fireworks. All of the fireworks have really been on the defensive side of the ball. Leroy comes up with a big stop, forcing Livonia into a 4th down situation here. 4th and about 2 or 3 coming up for the Bulldogs.
We've seen the punting game. We've seen it not be that effective. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it right now.
Approaching midfield here, I think that is what you're going to see Livonia do here.
Especially with as well as this Livonia defense. Well, they are bringing on the punter.
They do bring on Watkins late. They bring him on late.
They tried to fake earlier. Let's see what they do here.
Yep. Prime spot for a fake right here. Watkins deep, takes the snap, kicks it away. This is a good punt, Nate. Inside the 30, goes out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So Livonia comes up with a big kick when they need it. And Leroy, 75 yards to go until the end zone.
Absolutely. After those 2 poor ones, that was a good one. Right to the sideline, too. No return from Andrews.
Let's go AP!
We'll see if Leroy can get things going here as we saw them do on their last drive. It did come up short of the end zone, but penalties played a part in that. We'll see if they can have a clean drive and finish it off with points. Wallace and Ryswick coming to the near side. Andrews beside Penapeno in the backfield. Snap, Penapeno takes it up the middle. Good gain there of about 5 yards. Going to bring up about a 2nd and 5 for Leroy. So what you've seen Leroy do in the second half is just put Penapeno in the shotgun, give him the ball, have Andrews go out in front of him, and just see what he can do. And it's been working for him.
Like we mentioned, the 3-4 yards on a cloud of dust. Got him all the way down to the 15 there earlier, but as you mentioned, the penalties really killed that drive. Neither team in any hurry.
And we have a timeout called by the Knights. Once again, we'd like to filter through our sponsors here. Casella Waste. Also, the Livingston County Supervisors. Lathan Tree Service, George and Swede Sales and Service, BlueDumpster.com, Leroy Federal Credit Union, RA Heights Company Incorporated, Mancuso Real Estate, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, Empire Tractor, O'Brien Septic, Bubba's Landscape, T.F. Brown's Restaurant, and be sure to stay tuned later in the game for the Athlete of the Game, brought to you by Casella Waste. Each Athlete of the Game this season will be presented a $25 gift card to T.F. Brown's. And Nate, I think in the early going, we saw Allen assert himself as a candidate for Player of the Game, and now we see Penapeno picking things up on the offensive end, maybe throwing his hat into the race here.
Yeah, he's definitely had a good half here running the ball.
Penapeno
Gotta be a shame not to give it to a defensive player, even though they all play defense too.
Yep. Wallace and Ryswick split out wide. Penapeno looking to throw. Fakes the screen, looking to go deep. Ryswick comes off his route and makes the catch. A deep ball from Penapeno to Ryswick as the Knights set up inside Bulldogs territory at the 40-yard line. What a play, what a fake, and what a catch from Ryswick.
I tell you, it wasn't the greatest throw. It was underthrown, and he made a heck of a play coming back on that ball. I love that he tried to get up and run, too. Kind of forgot the rules for a second, but that's okay.
Yeah, we all do at some points. So here are the Knights inside Livonia territory. Penapeno, the handoff to Andrews. Wrapped up initially and eventually brought down. Looked like the first one there was Jack Kearney, a junior linebacker for Livonia. Kearney, another big contributor for this Livonia defense. We're inside 1 minute to go here in the third. Time winding down. Leroy looking for the first points of the game. 2nd and 9 coming up here for Leroy. Spread formation. Andrews beside Penapeno, who takes it himself.
That appears to be the best play that either team has had all game. Is just
that throw to Ryswick.
Well, no, I'm talking about the Penapeno running up the middle.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no secret. It's just here, take it and see if you can find a hole. That's been what's worked the best all night.
Man on man, give the ball to our athlete and let him go. So 3rd down coming up now, about a 3rd and 4 for the Knights. Spread formation. No. 2 men wide, and now Penapeno takes the snap. Lead blocker in front of him is Andrews. Penapeno leaping forward, and he's ridden out of bounds, and a flag comes in. Could be for a late hit. We'll see what the call is here. 2 seconds remain in this third quarter. That's going to be a first down for Leroy, and it could be more.
It's kind of crowded. There's too many people kind of crowding around, with the teams on the sidelines. I couldn't see exactly who that was.
Excuse me, Nate, I'm sorry. Personal foul called on Livonia.
Livonia gets the call, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. So 1st down and more for Leroy, which is on the move once again. And it's important, Nate, that they remain clean here. No penalties for the Knights as they approach the end zone. Like you said, they do have the kicking game available. They have to find their way inside the 10-yard line here.
Yeah, I mean, they've been down here before, so.
So Penapeno goes under center here, I formation. Tonzi and Andrews in the backfield. Handoff goes to Tonzi, who jumps over the line.
It was weird.
Yeah, but effective. 3-yard gain. Final play of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Still scoreless, but the Knights are knocking on the door.
All right, boys. Bring her home.
Once more, as we get a little, what is this, Smash Mouth, I think? I don't know.
It's a monkey song, but I don't know who's covering it.
It's from Shrek, the movie. But here, we'd like to thank our sponsors here, as you see filtering through the screen. Courtesy of Nate working the scoreboard tonight, the Casella Waste scoreboard, myself on the camera. 2-man show. It's nice to have a partner every once in a while.
I told you it wasn't going to be that cold out here.
No, I brought the second coat, didn't need it, but my toes are a little cold.
I almost came in shorts.
We can't all be as manly as you do.
Yeah, it's tough. I tell you, it's tough being me.
Nate with black coffee and Jack Daniels flowing through his veins, like the old American boy, the old American man. Born and bred in Leroy, Nate.
Yes.
So watching his Knights, perhaps.
Well, technically born in Batavia, but
Born in Batavia. But watching his Knights here with a chance to take the lead. The first lead in this game. We knew we'd have a good one, Nate. We were hoping for more points, that's to say the least. I mean, that's left unsaid, I should say. But hey, Leroy on the move now, 2nd and about 6. We'll call it 2nd and 7. Penapeno out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, takes it himself. Spinning forward, stacked up, right at the line.
Getting a little help from some of the linemen there.
Hey, he was able to gain, I believe, about 3 yards
like a rugby scrum.
Rugby scrum, a good way to describe that one.
And I'm going to say it again. Now it's four down territory.
They'll bring up 3rd down for the Knights.
You got two plays to get 4 yards, barring penalties.
And if you're going to go to the hard count here, if you're Leroy, you have to remain disciplined up front. You cannot jump if you're the Knights.
I don't think they've really tried that at all yet.
So big play in this one. 3rd and 4. Penapeno takes the snap, takes it himself. Running off tackle.
Oh, they called the flag.
Alex Penapeno rolling around the side, brought down by number 3.
So we're going to have to make an adjustment here. We're going to have to make an adjustment. Bear with me, folks.
Flag on the play.
Alex readjusting the camera. Got a nice shot of the parking lot. A nice shot of the house across the street.
Nate getting his play-by-play debut here while I adjust.
And we did have a hold on that, by the way, if you're distracted by Alex's camera.
Can you stand up for me again? Yeah. I want to see if it's great. Thank you.
So that could be a killer there for Leroy.
All right, we are adjusted, Nate. So a holding call on Leroy, and as we said, they needed to remain clean. They didn't, and now it's a 3rd and 14. All right, so we have everything worked out here, but the Knights facing a 3rd and 14. Penapeno rolls out, going deep, hit as he throws, a jump ball, and Minahan comes away with the interception. Alex Minahan in the end zone.
And it's intercepted.
And the Bulldogs are going to take over. A 3rd and 14. The Knights go deep, and it ends with the Minahan interception. And Penapeno frustrated, as you can imagine.
That's the second time I've seen him do that. But if you're Leroy, yeah, that's a killer. You drove down here again. But you still got him pinned back.
No, you stood up. I didn't get you. We're in perfect position now. It happened when we went over here, too. Operator error there. All right, here we go. The big play from Minahan, the interception in the end zone, and now the Bulldogs from the 20-yard line begin their drive, a 4-yard gain for Smith on 1st down. So a little bit of pandemonium there, Nate. We have a camera adjustment. I forget Minahan's name. I almost called him Penapeno. It's like the 2nd or 3rd time I've done that.
That's okay, You showed how to battle under adversity.
But that was a little bit bigger gain than I imagined. About a 2nd and 5 now for Livonia. Minahan takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. And that's really only about 1 yard. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for Livonia.
Livonia picks up about a yard. 3rd down.
Like I said, if you're Leroy, even though you had that turnover and you had the bad penalty, you get a stop on this play here, you're going to get the ball back again in decent field position. But you need to get that stop.
So here's Galbraith along with Travis split out wide. Minahan out of the shotgun. Allen beside him. Minahan takes it himself on the
Minahan looks to keep it.
run. Up the middle, dives forward near the line to gain, and it looks like he got it. And that's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs.
All that ball has to do is touch that line on the 30, and that's a first down.
We're going on the first down.
So time ticking away here, and as me and Nate said before, it could be first score wins.
I think it could be only score win.
Minahan out of the shotgun. Gwynn is beside him now. Takes the snap, looking to run. Finding room up the middle. Minahan squeezing forward for a 7-yard gain. And the Bulldogs perhaps taking one out of Leroy's book here, just snapping the shotgun snap to Minahan and letting him go.
Yeah, like we said, you know, we didn't see a lot of him in the first half, so.
Second and about 3 or 4 here. Minahan out of the shotgun. Takes it himself. Big hit delivered there inside by Tyler Strollo in on the stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 3 coming up for Livonia.
Come on, defense!
Let's make it a 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs here. Just inside 7.5 minutes to go. Minahan out of the shotgun, Gwynn beside him. Takes the snap. Takes it himself, diving for the line to gain and across the first down marker. That's going to be a fresh set of downs coming up for the Bulldogs.
He is just so shifty inside. When he sees the smallest little crack, he can find his way to get through it. Because there was not much there.
Let's go, D, let's go! Make a play, bud!
So Minahan will go out of the shotgun once again. Gwynn takes the snap, hands it off to Smith. A little trickeration there from the Bulldogs, and it results in a 3-yard gain.
On the carry.
Let's go, D!
Leroy looking for a huge stop here. Livonia looking for the game's first score. 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Minahan out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Patient. A first down run for Minahan. Good patient running there from the senior quarterback.
Yeah, he just waited that one out. It wasn't there initially.
17, Corey Wallace.
And Leroy's actually lucky that he didn't break that for longer.
First and 10 for Livonia inside Knights territory. Ball at the 44. Minahan takes the snap. Penetration into the backfield, but Minahan breaks free into the secondary and brought down by Penapeno, but not before. It's a 16-yard gain and a first down for the Bulldogs.
Up, and here he is, and this is what Alex Minahan can do to you. You got to think this Leroy D-line is getting a little bit worn down here. It almost seems like they're going to need a turnover here.
More penalties as we've seen. Untimely penalties.
Well, Livonia definitely trying to take as much time off of the clock as possible right here.
Minahan biding his time here. Hand goes up, end of the play clock. Minahan takes the snap. And met in the backfield is Jake Smith by Vanderhoof.
Grabbing a hold of number 24, Jake Smith.
Another big play from Vanderhoof, another candidate for player of the game.
That's a 6-yard loss there.
So 2nd and long here, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered for this night's defense. Vanderhoof coming up with a huge play on what looked like a little bit of a botched handoff there. Minahan takes the snap, takes it himself up the middle, diving forward, a 4-yard gain to the 30-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13 here.
3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Big play in this game.
Yeah, that big play by Vanderhoof definitely changes this drive.
Livonia looking to at least cut this yardage in half here, give themselves a 4th and manageable. And a timeout is called
Livonia.
by Livonia. 3:50 remaining in this ball game. A crucial 3rd and 12 coming up here. Nate, what do you think we'll see? You think we'll see a little misdirection out of the backfield as we've seen, maybe a sweep from Travis, or do you think we'll just see Minahan go right up the middle with it?
Well, the one thing I don't think we're going to see is a pass. I think Livonia's thrown the ball once tonight. You know, I would expect, probably what's worked the best for him is just Minahan on this drive, just taking it himself, a la what Leroy did earlier in the half. You have two plays to get 12 yards. You don't need it all right here.
One thing, if you're Leroy, you need to make sure you don't key on Minahan too much and allow one of those misdirection plays to go for big yardage and perhaps a touchdown.
They've been very good at not letting that happen yet today.
And how many times have we seen this season on 3rd and long, and we've seen it tonight with Leroy on their last possession on the play to Andrews, I think it was their last possession, one of their possessions here in the second half.
For the screenplay, yeah.
Yeah, so you got to make sure that you remain keyed on your assignment and you don't give up the big play on any misdirection here.
That's definitely something Leroy has been good at this year.
So here we go, Livonia facing a 3rd and 12. Leroy looking for the stop. Minahan out of the shotgun, Gwynn beside him. Minahan takes the snap, met in the backfield, bounces off, and the ball comes out. Who's got it? Fumble on the field. And it looks like Livonia has recovered, but a 4th down coming up, about a 4th and 9 coming up for the Bulldogs. So Leroy almost came up with a big turnover, but instead they come up with a big stop, and now it's 4th and 9.
I mean, that would have been big, obviously, but it would have saved Leroy about 40 seconds or so of time on the offense. You know, now Livonia's going to wind this down even more. We're going to be under 3 minutes after this play. Leroy crowd likes these aluminum bleachers, apparently.
The Knights faithful getting into it here. Critical 4th down coming up. 3 minutes to go. Minahan takes the snap, looking to throw down the field. Smith with the catch, breaking free down the sideline. Does he have enough?
He got it.
1st down for the Bulldogs. What a catch and run from Minahan to Smith. And now Livonia is set up inside the 15-yard line with 2:49 to play.
A huge play, and that was all Smith. He broke about 2 tackles and was able to fight his way for that 1st down. Now I think it's critical Leroy gets a turnover here.
Livonia still with about 12 yards to go until the end zone. Leroy looking for the stand here. Minahan with one wide receiver out to his left. Takes it himself up the middle, knifing through to about the 5-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Bulldogs. 2:10 remaining in the 4th.
Let's go, D! Go, D!
go out of the shotgun here as the Bulldogs wind the clock. One wide receiver out to the left. Minahan takes it himself inside the 5, pushing his way toward the goal line. But he stops short at about the 1 yard line. A minute and a half to go in the game.
Livonia can still get a first down on this, I believe.
Yes, it looks like, I believe we'll have a 3rd and 1, but the clock is stopped for an official's timeout. And Penapeno limping once again. We could see another measurement here, Nate.
Wow. Could that be our first 2 measurements of the year? I don't recall seeing a measurement before.
I think we had one last week, but it's definitely our first 2 measurement game. And in a scoreless contest, 1 yard could make the difference, so I believe this is warranted. So let's see. Does he have it? We got a good look at it here. First down for the Bulldogs.
First down for Livonia.
So Livonia could wind, I believe. How many timeouts for Leroy here?
Leroy's got 2, I believe.
So they could wind much of this time off the clock without even advancing the ball forward. As the clock will wind here, Leroy's going to have to take a timeout. Doesn't look as if they will, as they're counting on their defense are the Knights.
It's a lot of confidence to stop a team 1 yard away.
So we're inside a minute to play now. First and goal from the 1. Minahan out of the shotgun, takes the snap, takes it himself, met at the line of scrimmage, pushes his way forward. Is he in? Touchdown, Livonia! Bulldogs break the seal with 45 seconds remaining, and it's a 6-0 lead. Alex Minahan from 1 yard out, and Livonia is in front awaiting the 2-point try. 45.7 remaining on the clock here at Hartwood Park. A defensive struggle for the ages with the seal broken by Minahan here. Allen, the handoff up the middle, stopped at the line, looked like it was Penapeno in on the tackle, and the 2-point is no good. So Leroy, with 2 timeouts remaining, will look to go the other way with 45.7 remaining. And now those 2 timeouts critical for Leroy, which will likely look to go through the air here.
If you're Leroy, I think you need a kickoff return for a touchdown here.
You
Unfortunately, as good as his defense is for Leroy, the offense isn't there where they can make that huge play.
You definitely need either a good field position or a good return here resulting in good field position. Need like a kick out of bounds or a short kick or a big return if you're the Knights. So the number 1 seed in Class C on the line, and the Bulldogs less than a minute away from securing it. So here comes the kick from Matthew Connor. Back to return it is Penapeno on the run. A good return here from Penapeno. Still on his feet, crosses the 40-yard line. So that's what Leroy needed. Good field position here, a couple of plays, and you're right in the thick of things.
Yeah, I guess. You know, just a team that's really struggled offensively against this great Livonia defense all night. It's going to be a tall task to go 60 yards in 38.6 seconds.
Yes, but Leroy still with life here, under 40 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Penapeno comes trotting in with the play. We'll see if the Knights can light the match here. Bulldogs looking for the stop, which will vault them into the top seed in Class C. Penapeno in the shotgun. Man in motion is Tanzi. Penapeno takes the snap, looking to throw. Has his man up high to Wallace, but he drops it. And a late hit comes in from Minahan. Ball comes out, but it's ruled incomplete. Looked like Wallace had it.
No, they had the,
It's incomplete.
what do you call it, the hook and ladder play.
Sorry about that. Looking
Second
through
down.
the viewfinder here on the camera, looked like the hook and ladder here, and Wallace on the way down looking to make the pitch, drop the ball, and incomplete. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, 33.9 remaining here for Leroy. Looked like they almost had what they wanted there, Nate. So 2nd and 10 for Leroy. Penapeno out of the shotgun. 34 seconds remaining. Penapeno dropping back, trying to escape pressure here, tucks it and runs near the sideline and runs out of bounds.
Penapeno keeps it.
So the clock will stop with 27.6
Gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
remaining in a 3rd and about 4 coming up for Leroy. Ball at about the 45-yard line.
It's about the 3rd time Penapeno's had to tie his shoe out there.
You might want to get some Velcro.
Some better laces.
Thank the coaches, Jimmy. Thank them for playing you on senior day. Way to go.
Here we go, 3rd and 5. Penapeno flips it over to Andrews on the run. 1st down and more for Andrews down the sideline inside the 35. And Leroy is set up now with 21.6 to go. The catch and run of about 20-25 yards from Andrews. Ball is now at the 32.
Leroy still has those 2 timeouts, so they've gotten themselves in somewhat position here.
So in official's delay as the white hat jogs over to the Livonia sideline for an explanation. I'm not sure what the Bulldogs are looking for here.
I am not sure.
Maybe, no, I'm really not sure, but an odd time for a delay.
Yeah. The only thing I could think is maybe the clock was stopped, wrong. I don't,
Who knows?
Maybe Andrews stepped out of bounds out over there and they didn't, I don't know.
So 1st and 10 for Leroy here. 21.6 to go. Knights trail 6-0. Livonia looking to hold on for the win. Penapeno, empty backfield, looking to throw. Down the field, has Andrews. Contact! Travis on the coverage, and no flag is thrown. Leroy fans in attendance wanted the flag. Looked like Penapeno had Andrews for a moment, but Travis able to recover on the coverage, and the ball falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 32.
Again, that was a close no call there.
Here we go, Penapeno. Empty backfield again, 15 seconds to go. Going deep to Andrews once again, diving attempt, but Travis comes away with the interception, and the Bulldogs are going to take home this 6-0 win over the Knights here at Hartwood Park. But wait, flags are out, and we'll see what the call is. Back near the area of holding, or perhaps a roughing the passer call. And it looks like it's going to be called on Livonia. And it is. Penalty on the Bulldogs, a big penalty potentially, is a roughing the passer call. So Leroy with life now, only 6 seconds remaining.
You got about 1 play.
But you have 1 play from reasonable territory here. And
you think maybe if you're Leroy, I don't know if there's enough time to try this. Maybe you dump one off, try to get 5-6 yards, run it out of bounds, or call a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, you could. It's, that's a lot of trust in your kids to get down and, be able to get that timeout in time.
So Penapeno coming in with the play from head coach Brian Herdline. 6.2 remains here in the fourth. Ball is at the 17-yard line. Here come the Knights, possibly for their last play of the game. Penapeno, empty backfield. Looking to throw, going to the end zone, lobbed up. And it's batted down, but 2 seconds are going to be remaining. The clock winds all the way down. The clock was never stopped. Flags come out.
The clock should have been
stopped. A lot
stopped.
going on here as flags come out. The clock did not stop. It looked like there was about 3 or 4 seconds remaining. So we'll see what happens here. A penalty being processed, and also the time is going to have to be put back on the clock. And the flag is waved off.
What is?
And I believe the officials are ending the game.
How do you figure you end the game on a threat?
There was definitely time left. There was at least 2 seconds left.
There's no doubt that there was time remaining, Nate, no doubt. But then again, Leroy, at your home field, you really don't have a gripe.
Yeah. Yeah, Leroy should have had at least one more play.
And Nate, how fitting as this game began with a little bit of clock mismanagement, and it ends with clock mismanagement, as Livonia celebrates. The Bulldogs are going to take home the top seed in the Class C playoffs with a 6-0 win over Leroy here at Hartwood Park. An exciting finish to otherwise really a slog here, and a 6-0 victory for Livonia. Nate, it is what we expected, a defensive battle, but boy, not the way that everybody wanted it to end here.
No, definitely. 2 great defensive teams. They both showed it here tonight. Neither one really got much going whatsoever. Even Livonia's drive wasn't exactly, a spectacular thing. They just kind of shoved it, wore Leroy down a little bit. And you hate to see the game end that way when there was clearly time left on the clock.
Clearly.
I would have to say at least 2 seconds. It would have been one more play for Leroy. And I'm not sure why you throw a flag down there and then pick it up. What'd you throw it for? I've always had that, you threw it for a reason. But, hey, wouldn't be surprised to see these 2 teams again, and I think there's a chance they could play again next week, or in the semifinals, I believe.
So once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here from Hartwood Park in Leroy. Livonia with a 6-0 win over Leroy. Before we sign off, we'd like to once again thank our sponsors for tonight's game. We won't run through them again, but without them, we would not be able to bring you tonight's contest. And before we get out of here, we will announce the athlete of the game. Nate, not a lot to choose from in terms of offense, but on defense for the Bulldogs, they really had quite the night. And I think there's a couple up there for grabs, but Trevor Allen, I think maybe we have to give it to.
I would say that, or either Stefan Gwynn, or, I'd even think about Minahan. He had that interception there, earlier, scored the only touchdown, so it's kind of a tough choice.
So we will take it under advisement here, but we will announce it shortly in a couple of moments. And we look forward, hopefully, to another matchup between these 2 teams, as Nate said, in the Class C playoffs, perhaps in the Class C final. But it's going to be tough to repeat this one, a game that came down to the wire. Not a lot of offensive fireworks, but certainly the close game that we expected here tonight.
Absolutely.
So our player of the game here from Hartwood Park and Leroy, Livonia's Trevor Allen will take home the Casella Waste player of the game. A big game on defense from Allen. Also a few big gains on offense from the fullback position. So a disappointing end for Leroy, but certainly the result that Livonia came here to get. Alex Brasky for Nate Ryder for the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel, signing off here from Hartwood Park. We'll see you next time.